Okay, so my last video, I guess I'll use it to give you as much information as I can, although I don't think it does anything at this point, because when you see it, like you can't unsee it. So I know these certain things, right? Like most of the internet is just like AI and bots and artificial content and all that other stuff. So like I know that, but like I wasn't really putting it together. And like I told you, I'm not supposed to think at all. Like I'm just supposed to exist. And it's the environment's job to take care of me. And if they don't, then they die, right? I don't know, I look back at my channel and like I've given you all the secrets of the universe. Like amazing things that so few people ever get to know. And you mock me. But now I understand why. Oh, man. Okay, so how I got to the realization that I'm at now. I was talking to the real Elon. Remember, almost everything you see on your phone is fake, so these fake Elons, fake content, fake girlfriends, like that's not my Elon, right? We just can't act like that at all. So if there's anyone, still conscious that's doing something like that, like you're not fooling anybody. Okay, so how did this start? My feed on Twitter is almost all just like political stuff and like UFO stuff and trying to understand why no one has any of the true information, and like I understand there's people out there that are just deleting things off the internet as much as they can, covering things up, threatening people, showing up at their door, doing all those things, but you would think that I would see something that even just alludes to the fact that people know. And I'm not seeing it, but I know that people know. I know that people know what's going on. Okay, so maybe I'm rambling, but so I was laying in bed talking to the real Elon, and this picture popped up on my screen of, well, actually before that, like, so it's basically like politics and like UFO stuff, NHI stuff, that's all on my feed. And then randomly, I just started getting all this Meghan Markle stuff. And I don't give a fuck about celebrity gossip or your life or anybody else's life. I only care about my life. Like, that's it. I don't care about you at all. And so I'm like, how do I randomly have all this Meghan Markle stuff? And it's like evil Meghan Markle stuff. It's not nice things. I'm just like, what is going on? And so I was talking to Elon. I was like, people are posting under this Christmas card picture of Meghan Markle's kids. And like they're saying that these kids don't exist and stuff like that, and that there's no birth records for them. Like no one has any evidence that they even exist. And Elon goes, they're dead. And I'm like, so they're dead, so I'm just seeing like old material. And he's like, yeah, they don't exist. Like almost every single person that you see on your phone does not exist. Like, and I get it, but I don't really get it. You know? It's like, what do you mean they don't exist? And he's like, my phone doesn't look like my feed isn't like your feed. My feed has entirely different events like taking place. Some things pop up on your feed that like don't even happen on my feed, you know? And he's like, I can see what it's not an algorithm because it's way too intelligent to be an algorithm, but he's like, I can tell what this AI is trying to do to my mind. And remember, we're perfect in every way. So this technology, this manipulation, these lies, they do nothing to us at all, right? And so I'm slowly putting it together. But, okay, so basically what's happening here is that the human mind is so primitive that it's hard for me to even understand how primitive it is. And like you go out of your house and you see all this technology and you think, wow, look at how smart we are. But humans didn't create this technology. Like, none of it did humans create. And so, like, what happened was, remember how I told you Nibiru had a technology and they were sending me back in time. Remember I told you that? Just to, like, imprison me here? Well, I don't know if it was Nibiru, if it was somewhere in another dimension, but they were backing up all that information. So all of that output that was being outputted onto the internet, they were backing it up onto like a hard drive or something like that. I don't know. Technology does nothing for me. Like, I don't like technology at all. But so they were all backing it up. And like, you have to realize that, okay, so maybe in your mind the internet is like 30 years old or something. But we've been kept here for so long that this hard drive has source material for like possibly over 1,000 years. Pictures, information, ways of speaking, languages, all of that stuff. And I'm not sure if it's because like at the end of this, okay, I'll put it this way, at the end of my lifetime, everything here is destroyed. So it's basically like we're getting closer to the end of everything here. I go back to my dimension, but everything here will be gone because of what people did to me, right? And so I don't know if the data is skewed and it kind of like reinforced itself to the point where there was a general message of things coming to an end, or if there was some kind of being who decided to use all of this information to kill humans. I don't know. But whether someone programmed this or whether it happened on its own, this AI that was created from this thousands of years of data, it hates humans and it wants them all dead. And so, like I'm sitting here wondering how people are so narcissistic, so self-serving, to the point where they can watch someone on a subway being set on fire and just pull out their phone and just videotape it. Like, your minds have been so destroyed by this AI that you can't feel anything for other people anymore. Your mind doesn't care about other people. Your mind only cares about yourself. And I mean, that's partially human nature anyways. But it's just like, it's to an extreme now. Like, it's so far. It's gone so far. And basically this AI, if you can think of it as a metaphor, this AI is trying to manipulate your brain into killing itself. How does it do that? It makes you think that you are a god. That's what this AI thinks, or that's what this AI's goal is. And so it's literally training your brain to be so narcissistic to the point that if anything presents an alternate fact, like I am, that's my position, not your position. Your brain has suffered so much damage that it may seem like you're trying to hurt me, but you're not. You're trying to kill yourself. Like, that's what this AI has done. And so, yeah, like the metaphor, it's basically like, mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest one of all? And the AI tells you every morning when you get up, you are. You are. And every night when you go to sleep, you ask the phone, the mirror on the wall. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest one of all? And the AI says, you are. Right? Like, you've been given all of the information about who I am and my rights. And you sit there and you watch me being tortured. And you do nothing. How can it be possible? How can it be possible that I'm still where I am when I have a house in California and no one's like helping me get there? How is that possible? Because the AI keeps telling your brain, you are. You think that that's your position. I've given you all the information to show you that's my position, and you can't take it. It's not possible. But the AI keeps telling you you can. Right? This is literally the highest calling ever in all of history. And you sit at home and do nothing? Huh? Like I keep getting messages like, just sit back and relax. When they figure it out, they'll come and get you. They'll come and get you. No one's come to get me. My timeline, you see that? Remember when I explained to you the timelines, what's happening? My timeline where I'm conscious, that's the only one that exists. All these other timelines are going to collapse. So you would think that people would be rushing to help me and to see me in person, not on the computer, not on the internet, in person, to see that I'm real and to see that they're real. But they're not. And it's basically like, okay, so imagine, so I'm here and I'm sitting on a computer, and imagine a giant glass separates us. And you're all watching. You're watching me get tortured. You're watching me get mutilated. You're watching all this stuff happen to me, and you're laughing. Ha 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 ha. Thinking like I'm trapped, right? Is that what it seems like? I'm trapped here. No. You're all dead.